Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How are you, Fatima and Hibba?
Good. Alhamdulillah.
How's your day so far?
Good.
How's your school and memorization?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Are you guys tired?
No.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Little.
A little bit? Okay, inshallah. We will have fun after this, inshallah. Okay. So, this is our second class, I guess, about gender interaction. In the first session, if you remember, we discussed about who is mahram. But before that, what is gender interaction quickly?
I know. Can I tell how men and women talk?
That's good. And when we are saying gender interaction, we are saying how stranger men and women will talk to each other. What are the rules for that, okay?
Yes.
How many genders are there in Islam?
Two.
Not in Islam, generally. How many genders are there?
Two.
Two genders. Male and female. Okay. Then you have mahram, awra, puberty. Mahram, awra, puberty. These three words we have to understand. These three words we have to understand before we can understand any rules pertaining to talking between stranger men and women, right?
Yeah.
One is mahram. When we are saying stranger is an English word, but actually more specifically we will be understanding word mahram. There will be some mahram and then there will be some non-mahram. Mahram, we understood last time, are those people whom you can take out your hijab and you can you have less limitation, you have less rules when talking to them. When you're talking to non-mahram, what we are saying is strangers, but the actual term is non-mahram, there are more restrictions. You cannot take out hijab and there are restrictions, okay?
Yes.
So we discussed who are mahram. You remember that?
Yes.
What is mahram, Hibban?
Men and women in mahram are who are closely related.
Close relative. But what does mahram literally means? Yes, Fatima?
Those relatives who you can never marry.
Whom you can never marry. Good job, mashallah. And then there are three ways you can find out mahram. One is Hibban, close relatives. Your parents are mahram. Your kids are your mahram. Your siblings are your mahram. Your immediate uncle, your immediate auntie, your grandparents, they all are your mahram. Second way you can find out mahram in your family is through marriage. Once you get married, your father-in-law, your mother-in-law, they will be mahram. So you can take out hijab in front of them. Or you can see them without hijab. It's not a problem. But is your brother-in-law, will your brother-in-law will be mahram? No. Will your sister-in-law will be mahram?
No. Yes.
No.
No.
Then third way you can make mahram, we discussed this situation also through nursing. Is that clear, Fatima? We discussed this last time, so I'm not repeating myself. So now let's discuss these two terms before we can start the actual rules of men-woman interaction. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. The second term we have to understand after mahram, that is awra. What is awra? Who will tell me what is awra?
For men is here.
So for men is,
Here.
Till?
To knees.
Good job. So Hibban is saying for men it's belly button to the knees, right? That's good. And for the woman, Fatima, do you know?
The whole body.
The whole body.
Except hands.
Feet
and face.
Feet and face.
Yes.
Does all these scholars say face? Or there are some scholars who say face also included in our...
Some say also face, some say also hands.
That's good. So, but we are taking one opinion because we don't want to make it complicated for our audience. So for the men, okay, awra. Awra is that part of the body which need to be covered in front of the maharim, right? At least that part of the body. And this part of the body is for men, belly button to the knee. It does not mean that if for men the awra is from belly button to the knee, that he can wear shorts covering belly button to the knee, but his top is open. That
doesn't look nice.
Yeah, that doesn't look nice. So you have to cover the top. But let's say if this belly button to the knee is covered, and if he cannot find something else, then he won't be sinful. He won't be held accountable because his minimum part is covered. But to be nice, if you can find easily, then you have to wear decent dress, decent outfit.
Obligatory?
That part is the obligatory. The belly button to the knee for the men. It have to be covered. Okay?
But the other recommended?
But now when it comes to the woman, what are the obligatory parts which she have to cover in front of mahram? Entire body except the face hands up to the wrist, and some scholars include feet.
So, do some say hair?
Yes, so all of them say hairs need to be covered. Is it clear, Fatima Ibn?
Yes.
Okay.
But in mahram, not.
With your mahram, with your parents, with your siblings, with your spouse, with your kids, with your grandkids, with your grandparents, no. But again, aura in terms of gender interaction is for men, belly button to the knee have to be covered. For women, entire body except the face, hands up to the wrist, and feet. Is it clear, Fatima and
Even
Ibn?
for mahram.
Yeah. Sorry?
Even for mahram.
No. We are talking about when you are going in front of non-mahram, what body parts need to be covered? That is aura. We are discussing aura with the context of gender interaction. So the body parts which need to be covered, talking to non-mahram, are Hibban for men, belly button to the knee at
Belly
least,
button.
and for women,
Whole body except face and hand to wrist.
hands up to the wrist and
Yeah,
feet.
and-
Okay, now I'll give you an example. So when Hibban is talking to Fatima, you both are brother and sister, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is the aura for Fatima same as when she will be talking to, let's say, some stranger person?
No, it's different.
So Fatima can remove the hijab in front of Hibban, right?
Yeah.
But Fatima cannot remove the hijab when she will be talking to some stranger man, right?
Yeah.
So when we are saying aura, that is in context of talking to mahram and non-mahram. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Just keep this in mind. Okay, so there are two things I explained it to you. First is mahram,
Aura.
and we discussed this last time in detail, so I'm not repeating. Second is
Aura.
aura. Okay, that's beautiful, mashallah. Third thing is puberty. Third thing is puberty.
Puberty, not puberty.
Puberty.
What is puberty?
In Arabic we say bulugh.
Blue.
Yeah. Okay, what does it mean? Generally speaking, there is an age in Islam when all the things will become obligatory that you have to do. Like if Maryam don't pray, Maryam is 2-year-old, right? Your younger sister, Maryam, how old
Yeah.
she is? 2 years, right?
2.
If she doesn't pray, will she get sin?
No.
Why?
Because she's small.
Good job. If she doesn't wear hijab on top of the rompers or diapers, let's say, if she don't wear hijab, will she get sin?
No.
She's 2-year-old. She's 2-year-old, right?
She has to be bigger.
Absolutely.
How
Absolutely.
much she is? Older than 5?
That's what I'm discussing right now, Hibban. Once you hit the age of puberty, remember this again. Once you hit the age of puberty, it means that you have become from boy to man. Once you will hit the age of puberty, Fatima,
Yes.
that will be the age when you are going to become from girl to woman. Okay? Usually it happens from 9-10 to 14-15, anywhere in between. So anywhere between 9-10 to 14-15, people become man and woman from boy and girl. Is it clear?
Yes, I'm
And
a
we
boy.
can
Not
say,
teenage.
and we can say that is the age of puberty. The moment you become men, the moment you become woman, now all those hijab guidelines will be obligatory on you. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's
What does it mean before that? Can you play? No. After 7, we as a parents need to teach our kids what are the guidelines. So after 7, after you both are above 7, right?
Yeah.
So we have to teach you guys that okay, these are the guidelines. Even though you're not become man and woman right now, but start wearing hijab. Start understanding what are the guidelines for interaction. Because the day when you will become man and woman, you have to abide by this. So it's better to practice
now.
now. Is it clear, Fatma?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what is, how do you identify what is puberty?
Yes.
The best way is to talk to your parents. They will help you. The best way is to talk to your parents and ask them, have I reached to the age of puberty? They will help you. But there are few biological indicators. Your biological indicators are, Fatima and Ibn?
No.
There are 2 ways to identify puberty. One way is if you have any indicator, which I'll tell you, which indicates that you have reached to the age of puberty, then it means you have reached, which I'll tell you. If you don't have any indicator, it means you have to wait until 15. You have to wait until
15.
15 and you will be automatically considered as the one who have reached to the age of puberty. Is it clear? But most of the kids, they become men and women before 15. There is a biological indicator. What are the biological indicators? So some people will start having their hairs here in the armpit.
Yeah.
If you will have hairs,
Yeah.
it means that you have become from boy to man and from girl to woman. Similarly, around your privates where you pee,
Yeah.
above that area you will start growing hairs. If the hairs come, it means that your body is changing from man to woman and from girl to, or from boy to man and from girl to
Woman.
There are other biological indicators. Should I tell you all?
Yeah.
Okay. There
Should
is.
we write them?
Yeah, if you want to, please write it. There is one more. There is actually a few more. One more is that when you pee, which color pee comes? Which color?
Yellow.
Yellow, right?
Or light yellow.
Yellow. Right?
Oh.
Okay. So pee comes from private, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is another color liquid will come from private when you are sleeping, which is a sign of puberty. When you are sleeping,
Yeah.
pee is of yellow color, right?
Yeah.
But when you will going to hit the age of puberty, there is another color of liquid will come from the private, and that is whitish. Whitish. That is a sign. That is an indicator. If that comes, that you have actually turned to hit the age of puberty. So now from boy you have become a man, from girl you have become a woman. Is it clear?
Yeah.
In Arabic they say ihtilam. In English the better translation will be wet dream. Wet dream, because it happens during sleep. So that's why, wet dream. Okay. So, and then for women, there is also the concept of menstruation, Fatima, if you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a sign of also, that is a sign of that girl have hit the age of puberty.
All
Okay?
the girls have.
Okay. So, Fatima Heban, look at this right now. I told you 3 concepts right now before we can understand gender interaction guidelines. First is
Mahram.
mahram. Second is
Arwa.
aura, not arwa. Aura. Aura means the part of the body which need to be covered before I'm talking to a stranger, non-mahram. Is it clear, Fatima Heban?
Yeah. Yes.
Puberty. What is the age where I have to abide by those guidelines? Can a stranger boy comes and grab Maryam,
No.
but just for loving? Can Dr. Ramzan, just my friend Dr. Ramzan came, can he hug Maryam?
Yes.
Okay, but because Maryam's 2-year-old, right?
Yeah.
But let's say if Maryam becomes 20-year-old, can he hug Maryam?
No.
No, now because Maryam have hit the age of puberty, now those guidelines will apply, right?
Could just say salam.
Yeah, you can say just salam. Maryam have to be in hijab, but you cannot hug because she have hit the age of puberty. And Dr. Ramzan and Maryam are not mahram.
Mahram.
So their aura have to be covered. Is it clear?
Yes.
These 3 things. Can you give me another example, Hibban, for this? Okay. Yes, Fatima.
If our neighbor comes to give us something,
What? Boy or girl?
girl,
Okay. If our neighbor comes to give us something, then
and
she is, yeah.
she has to cover her aura because she has to cover her aura because we're not her mahram.
But if she comes without covering her hairs, and there's a woman only party, she comes to you, she comes to Mama, she comes to Maryam, it's fine.
Yes,
But if she comes to me, and if she comes to Hibban,
she checked or
and if she have reached to the age of puberty especially,
yes.
then her aura need to be covered because we are not her mahram.
So
Is
what
it clear,
do we
Fatima
have to
Hibban?
do when they come to?
If they come
Yeah.
without hijab and they are not our mahram, their aura is not covered, they've hit the age of puberty, then we just need to control the way we look at them. We don't look at their aura parts, we just look at their face and we just talk to them in a decent way. We don't look at the areas which are exposed.
Yeah.
So we live in America, right, Hibban and Fatima?
Yeah.
How many Muslims live in America?
1%.
1 to 2%, right? So majority of the Americans are not Muslim. In the summer, you see what kind of dress these guys wear, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they will wear very short shorts, right? But I'm talking about women also. So in that case, can we change the entire country? It's
No.
not in our control. It's not in our control.
It's
We can
in
make dua.
Allah's control.
We can make dua, but what is in our control? Our own body, right? Our own body.
Not anybody's else.
Absolutely. What is in our control? Our own body, and we can make dua for the others, right, Ibn and Fatima?
Yes.
So if someone is coming, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, and their body is not covered appropriately, they are wearing inappropriate clothing, short clothing, and they are talking to you, so you have to be nice to the human being. You have to be nice to the human being, right? You have to show good character, but at the same time, you have to abide by the guidelines which Allah have given to you, right? So you don't look at the parts of the body which are considered as aura and they are uncovered. You just look at their face and talk to them and then leave. You don't look at their legs if they are wearing shorts. You don't look at their neck or their belly. You don't, the breast or anything. You don't look at those things. You just look at their face and just talk to them, communicate with them, and khalas, that's it. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Fatima Ibn, is it clear? Okay, so we have mahram, and if you don't need to talk to them, still you lick their face. If you don't have anything to do, if you are not learning from them, if you are not doing any kind of business, buying, selling, teaching, then don't even look at them. Just look at other things, right?
That's true.
Yeah, don't look at them. If you need to talk to them, if there is a need, like if you want their help or if you want to help them, then you look at their face, but don't look at the aura. Is it clear? And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Nur, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّونَ مِنْ أَبْصَارٍ. O believing men, lower your gaze, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about this inshallah later when we discuss about the man-woman interaction guidelines. But these three are extremely important. These three are extremely important. Okay, is it clear, Fatima and Hibban? Okay. Trivia time! Okay, before I can leave for Salatul Asr, quickly. Fatima and Hibban.
At it.
Okay.
First,
If someone asks you why men have to cover belly button to the knee and why women have to cover the entire body, why there is more area women have to cover, how you respond? Yes. Okay. Because it's a woman question, let her go and then I can come to you. Is it okay? Okay, Fatima.
Because women are a little more special. Is that more special?
No, they both are special. I'm a man, so I don't like this answer. Give me a break. Okay. This is a good way of looking at it. So tell me, if you have $1,000 with you, will you keep it outside open or will you keep it secure so no one can steal it?
Secure because it's a lot of amount.
Lot of amount, and there is a chance that people might steal because it have a higher value, right?
Yes.
So our women have a great value, right?
Yes.
And we don't need to keep it open, right?
Yes.
We need to cover it, right? So that's one way of looking at it. Did you get it, Fatima?
Yes.
So because our women, we consider women as of higher value. The value of the women are incredibly high, as we consider. For men also. But this is just to elaborate what Fatima was saying. The easy answer to this, Fatima and Hibban, this is just obviously the secondary answers. The easy answer to this, who gave us our body?
Allah.
Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is there any doubt in it?
No.
Alright. If Allah created our body, Allah gave us our body, then who will going to tell me how we need to dress? Allah. That's it. That's an easy answer. Who gave me my body? Allah. Who created my body? Allah. If it's Allah who's the one who gave me the body, then whose choice it will be that what part need to be covered?
Allah.
That's it.
We don't need to.
We don't. Even if we know in the future when we'll grow old, that's great. If we do not know, we trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you sit on aeroplane, do you sit in the cockpit, how pilot is flying the aeroplane? Or do you sit on your seat and trust the pilot that he will going to take you to your destination. What do you do?
in your seat.
You don't sit in the cockpit seeing, oh, pilot, are you flying carefully? No, we don't do this. We trust the pilots, right?
Not allowed.
But even if it's allowed, will you do that? 300 passengers cannot sit in the cockpit, right? Now, we trust Allah more than the pilots, right?
Yeah.
If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is our creator of this body, He have given us guideline. Man, you need to cover this. Woman, you need to cover this. So we trust Allah in terms of our body more than anything else, more than anyone else. Is it clear, Fatima and Ibana?
Yeah.
This is very important point. So if someone asks you why men cover this and why women cover this, you answer them briefly. What will be your answer?
Allah.
I believe in God.
Allah.
I believe in Allah. If you're talking to non-Muslim, you can say I believe in God Almighty, and God Almighty created my body, and God have given me these guidelines because He knows better than me and you. Right?
Yes.
Is it clear?
If she starts arguing,
We are not supposed to argue. You convey the message. If he or she is arguing, just leave. Say Assalamu alaikum and leave. So we are not supposed to argue. Because not all the people will agree. Did all the people agree with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
No, they were
Did all the
so
people agree with Umar ibn al-Khattab? We all know, we all read the story, right?
Yes.
No. So eventually convey the message. If people accept, that's great. If they don't, we make dua and you leave. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, this is extremely important. I hope it will benefit inshallah not only you and me but even to the listeners inshallah and viewers. And I will see you guys next time inshallah, okay?
Chocolate time.
Yes, chocolate time. Assalamu alaikum wa
Candy
rahmatullah.
to eat.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
You can